Okay, good day, everybody. Good day, everybody. Thank you for making it to the first session today. So I mute quick one before I proceed. So I muted everyone's mic so that to prevent those that will join and then turn on their mic, and which might cause disruption during the class. So towards the end of the class, please make sure you get your questions down, pen every question you have down. So the last 10 minutes of the class, we are going to address all questions. And also to the session is going to be recorded and I'll release the video later. So just pay attention. Where you have issues, pen it down. The class is going to last for 1 hour, so we should be done by 3:30 latest. So thank you guys for coming. So you're welcome. So the cyber security hack the box 30 days challenge, it's going to last for 4 weeks, and it's for those who are interested in ethical hacking, penetration testing, red teaming, right? So um, if you can listen to me, just in the message box, just say, yeah, I can hear you or something. If you can't hear me, send the messages in the message box so that I should know that. Okay, good, good. So thank you. So welcome to week one. So I'm going to be very, very fast because we don't have much time. So since we are spending 1 hour, so welcome to week one. So for week one, we are going to be discussing, I'm going to be showing you guys how to create a hack the box account, and we are going to set up our virtual lab. Then also too, we are going to start learning on the starting point tier 0, and we are going to complete 2 of the rooms today. Then next, which is on Friday, we are going to have our next class on Friday, 1 hour too. So the time will be communicated. So we are going to complete the other 2 free modules. So thank you guys for joining. So I'll go ahead and start now. So first of all, we are going to be needing we are going to be starting with the account creation. So I sent a link to the WhatsApp group to create the Hack the Box account, and this is the website here. This is the Hack the Box website. Let me share my screen now. Let me share my screen. Okay, good. So now this is Hack the Box site. This is the website, right? So this is the website. You can see once you type hackthebox.com, this is the site. So I'm going to send you guys the link to use to create the account in the WhatsApp group. So after the class, all you need to do right now is to pay attention. Just pay attention and just follow. So the video will be recorded, so don't worry, you'll catch up. So I want you guys to use the link I've sent you so that the both of us will get cubes, so that you can use those cubes to unlock other content. So that's why I want you guys to use the link. And so this is the site. So first thing first is you are going to go to hackthebox.com. I'll send you the link in the WhatsApp group. So the next thing you do is it will take you to get started all. So you are going to create an account, right? So I'm sure creating an account shouldn't be an issue. It shouldn't be an issue. So when you click on get started or sign in, that's after creating the account, you are going to see a page like this. Now you are going to see something like academy.hackthebox.com. You are going to see HTB labs. You are going to see HTB business and HTB CTF. But for now, we are going to be focusing on HTB labs. We are going to be focusing on HTB labs because this is where we will be doing all our activities. The academy is to learn, here is to hack. So, but for now, since that's why I said if you use the link I'm going to send to you guys, we are going to get cubes and you are going to use those cubes to learn on the academy. So that's why I want you guys to follow that route. And I also encourage you guys to make use of your school email because your school email gives you 50% discount to all their products. Like if you want to subscribe, instead of let's say for example, if the fee is $20, you end up paying $10. Just example. So that's why I want you guys to make use of your school account. So we're going to be after creating our account, after creating the Hack the Box account, we are going to come to this website hackthebox.com. After that, the next thing you click on sign in. When you click on sign in, you see Academy Labs. So we are going to focus on labs. So we're going to click on labs. So when you click on labs, it's going to take you to this page. So it's going to take you to this page. So you hold on and you wait. Now once it takes you to this page, the next thing you do is you click on what? You put in your school email. You can see this is my school email. Then the next thing you do is you click on sign in. Then it's going to ask you for your password and you're going to go ahead and input your password. So now the next thing you are going to do is you are going to click on sign in. So which I'll be signing in now. So quick one, let me just check. Hope we are following. Please, if you are following, can you guys indicate in the chat so you can know you are following? Okay, good. Can you guys say something? All right, good. Yeah, okay, good. So I know we're all following. So moving forward. So now, the next thing we're going to do here is now this is the platform, right? This is the platform. I'm going to see this is the platform. Now, the next thing you guys can do is we are going to be leveraging on this starting point, right? We'll be leveraging on this starting point. Now you're going to click on starting point, and this is what we are going to be doing. So on yours, you are going to see this. We're going to be learning the basics of penetration testing. And the learning outcomes is that in the first year, you gain essential skills in the world of cybersecurity and pen testing. And we're going to learn some basic things, right? So moving forward, the next thing you are going to do here is you are meant to download a VPN. So you are meant to download your VPN. And for you to download your VPN, you need to click on your profile here by your top right. Here, you click on your profile by your top right. Then the next thing you are going to do is you are going to click on um you are going to click on you're going to click on this connect to hack the box. When you click on connect to hack the box, the next thing you see is you see starting point. So now under the starting point, you have to click on starting point. You are going to click on starting point. You are going to click on starting point and here then the next thing you are going to do is you are going to select the open VPN. So use this open VPN. So when you are going to check I'm going to click on open VPN. Just give me a second, I'm coming. What the all right. So the next thing you are going to do is you are going to click on open VPN. So after clicking on open VPN, the next thing you are meant to do is you are meant to click on starting point, right? You can see this is starting point. We are interested in EU starting point, and then this is you can see VPN access and VPN server. So leave it at this. The next thing you are going to do is you are meant to click on TCP. We are leveraging on TCP, right? So clicking on TCP, the next thing you do is you are going to click on download VPN. So you click on download VPN. So now when you click on download VPN, just allow it, it's going to download. So when it downloads, you are going to see that it's in your download folder, right? So now that's how to download your VPN in your download folder. So now the next thing you are meant to do is you are meant to connect to this platform. Now let's connect to the platform. You can see here, if you click on starting point, this we are going to connect to it now. So what we're going to do is we are going to open our terminal. So I'm going to switch my screen now to share my terminal so that you can see what I am doing. So if you have any questions, please pen them down. I might not have the chance to attend to any questions now. If you can't hear me, type your message in the message box. I'm just trying to be fast. I'll reserve the last 10 minutes of the class so that we can ask our questions. Thank you. So the next thing we are going to do is we are going to connect to hack the box. So let me show us how to do that. The next thing, let me share my my Kali terminal. Okay, just a second. So I'll be sharing my Kali terminal now. So I'm sure you guys can see my Kali terminal, right? You can see my Kali terminal. So this is my Kali terminal here. So the next thing you have to do is you have to go to your downloads, right? When you go to your downloads, and you can see that we have incoming. Let me confirm where I downloaded the file. Just a second. Okay, so it's starting points. That's the name of the file. So the name of the file is going to start with starting points. So you can see that starting points, it's in my download folder, right? It's in my download folder. So the next thing I'm going to do now is I'm going to start up the VPN now. So what I'm going to do is the command I'm going to run is I'm going to run sudo. Just a second. So I'm going to be running sudo so that you can see the command I'm using. So we're going to do sudo open VPN. So we're going to do sudo open VPN. Then we're going to do starting points, right? So this is starting point. It's going to ask me for my password. I'm going to input my password. So once I hit enter, you can see that it's going to get connected. You can see this initialization sequence completed. So once you see this, it indicates that our VPN is connected, right? So this is how you can connect to Hack the Box. So this is for those that have already downloaded their VMware and set up their Kali. So for those that are yet to download their VMware Kali, what you are meant to do is, let me show you guys. I wrote a blog post on how to guide you guys on how to do that. But before I end this, let me move to the next terminal. If I should run IPA, for example, to list my IP address, you can see a new terminal has been created, which is 20, and you can see here clearly that this is the IP address. This is my IP address for Hack the Box, 10.10.16.47. So this is my IP address. So this shows that I am connected to Hack the Box VPN starting point. So for those of us that might not have Kali Linux or might not have VMware yet, I wrote a blog. We might not have enough time to walk through everything, but I wrote a detailed blog, a guide to show you guys how to go about it. And I'm going to be dropping the link in the WhatsApp group so that you can see. Absalam, what's the issue? Can you just pen down your questions? I'll attend to your questions later. Thank you. So let me share the screen. Let me show you what's just a sec. So this is the blog I created. This Linux fundamentals, right? This is the Linux fundamental blog, and I explain what an operating system is, and you can see, you can follow the guide here. I explain what an operating system is, introduction to Linux, shells, Linux flavors, how to run it, and I said that for you to run it, first of all, you need to what? Download the virtual machine. And for you to download the virtual machine, first of all, you have to head to this website, right? You have to go to this website. You create an account on this site. Just follow every single thing in detail here. Every single thing, how to go about it, it's here. So if you have any issue installing the VMware Pro, reach out to me in the group chat so that I can further assist you or other persons can assist you. But I promise you, if you can follow this detailed guide, then you are not going to have any problem. You can see here now, for example, I said for those using Windows computer, you are going to download the Windows version. For those using Linux computer, you are going to download the Linux version. So everything here is detailed. You download the latest version and all. Then you follow all these steps. So in case you need activation keys, you can click on this GitHub link and you are going to see activation keys. So this is the VMware you are going to see. All right. So the next thing you are going to do is you are meant to what? Download what? Kali. The link to Kali is also here too. I also provided a link here too, right? So, and if you click on that link, it's going to take you to this Kali site, right? And this is what you have to download. You have to download VMware, this particular one. You have to click here and download this VMware. So after downloading this VMware, you just make sure that for it to install it, sometimes you need to extract it, but then you are going to just follow these steps, follow every single thing here. It's guided, like literally everything here is guided. So if you can follow this step, and if you still have issues, then reach out to me in the group chat. So these are the password, as the username and password here, and you can see here how to start it. And if in case you encounter any of this error message, you just need to visit this page and follow the instructions to fix that error message. So once you log in to this Kali, this is when you log in, this is what you're going to see. Once you log in here like this, the next thing you're going to do is you have to access your browser. That's your browser. You access your browser, and then you create your HTB account, you download your VPN and everything. So everything you are doing is inside your Kali, not on your Windows computer anymore. Everything you are doing is inside your Kali. That's what you'll be doing. So I can see a lot of persons are raising their hands. Please, is there any question? It said video is not displaying on your screen. I guess it's your network. Who is also having any issue with their video not displaying on their screen or something? So this is what I was showing you guys here. That you follow all the steps, everything here. So I'm going to drop this link. I'm going to copy this link and drop it in the group. So who is also having issue with video? Who can't see my screen? If you can see my screen, can you guys indicate that you can, like, yes or something? All right, that's okay. Good. Okay, good. Nice. All right. So moving forward, so now I'll be sharing my full screen so that you guys can see what I'm doing. Okay, let me go back to the Hack the Box site. So now, if you still have any issue creating an account or setting up the VPN, just reach out to me in the group, and we're going to attend to that. So coming back to the Hack the Box website, right? This is the website here. This is how it looks like and all. So what we are going to be leveraging on is, let me refresh my page so that we can see after connecting to the VPN. Let's see what's going to show us. So I'm going to refresh my page, and you're going to see that my VPN is connected. So if you still need help to get the VPN, click on this part. Then you click on what starting point, because we are making use of starting points. Then you scroll down, click on TCP, and you click on download. Once it gets downloaded, right, then you have to then go to your Kali terminal and start the VPN, which I just showed us. So now the next thing we are going to do is we are going to perform a pen test on this box, right? We're going to perform a pen test on this box, this Meow, and this is the official walkthrough here. You can always click on it to view the official walkthrough, but I advise you don't click on the walkthrough. I advise you first of all try your best, try and see how you can solve it before clicking on the walkthrough. Then, and after you successfully solve it, I still encourage you to still read the official walkthrough, because the official walkthrough might contain a methodology that you might have missed, right? So we are going to click. So the next thing you're going to do is you're going to click on spawn machine. So we'll allow it to create our instance for us. So meanwhile, before we move, we are going to be learning about telnet protocols, reconnaissance, weak credentials, and misconfigurations, right? So it's going to take like a minute for the instance to spawn. So just give it some time, and it's going to come up. So I'll be unmuting while it's spawning. I'm going to attend to any questions so far before we proceed. So let me. So if you have any questions, can you Okay, let me give everybody access to unmute their mic so that you can speak. All right. So you can turn on your mic now and ask your questions if you have any questions while we wait for the machine to spawn. Umar, Masood, can you hear me? Umar, Masood, can you hear me? I guess you were raising your hand up. What's the problem? Okay, I'll just lower all. So, so far so good. Hope nobody have any questions so far before I proceed. If you don't have any questions, just give a thumbs up. Let me know before I proceed. A thumbs up. Okay, good, good, great, great. So I'm sure you all are following. Okay, good. So I'm going to turn off our mic now. So let's proceed. Thank you guys. Thank you guys. All right. So the next thing we're going to do now is now that you can clearly see that the please how to connect to the VPN. So let me quickly walk us through that again, how to connect to the VPN. So first of all, pay attention. For you to connect to the VPN, firstly, on this page, you are going to see something like this, right? Yours is not going to be green, it's going to be red. So you're going to click here, you click here, right? And then you are going to click on starting points because we are working on starting points. Then you scroll down, you click TCP, and then you click on download VPN. So this is going to download the VPN file for you to your downloads folder. Now when it gets downloaded to your downloads folder, I'm going to share my terminal now to show you where it's going to get downloaded so that you can see where it is, right? So let me share my, okay, I'm coming. So this is my Kali terminal, right? This is my Kali terminal. I'm going to queue my connection. Now all I need to do is to navigate to my downloads folder, right? I'm going to navigate to my download folder. This is my download folder, and I'm going to ls because the file is going to start with starting point, and you can see that the file is in my downloads folder. So all I need to do is I need to do sudo open VPN, then the name of the file that I downloaded, sudo open VPN, the name of the file that I downloaded, and then hit enter. So it's going to ask you for your password. So you're going to input your password. That's your Kali password, your lab password. So, and then once you see this initialization sequence completed, you should be sure that you are connected to the network. So, moving forward, you just have to leave this on. You can come to your new tab and type something like IPA to confirm if you have an active connection. And you can see that tone 0 indicates that yes, you are connected. So now, the next thing we're going to do now is, aside that, so we are going to, let me show us something. So let's go back to hack the box. So now that this is where we are here, this is where we are, we clicked on where? We clicked on starting points, and then we clicked on starting points. It brought us to this page here. Then it brought us this page. We clicked on here, and then it loaded this. So this is the walkthrough, but we're not going to be opening it now. We're going to just go through this machine and see how we can solve it, right, without making use of the walkthrough. So I already did these boxes, so we'll still be walking through them again. So once you spawn the machine, right, once you click on spawn, it's going to generate an IP address for you. So you're going to just take your mouse and click the IP address, right? Once you click the IP address, now the question asks you that what does the acronym VM stands for? So who knows what VM stands for? If you know the meaning, can someone just type it on the chat? Let me see, just to be sure that we are following. Who knows what the first answer for that question is? VM. Good, good, virtual machine, perfect. So that's going to be the answer for that. So you can see that it's virtual machine. So why you are saying it? It's because I already solved it. So it's virtual machine, good. So the next thing we're going to do is they're asking us that, okay, good, that what tool do we use to interact with the operating system in order to issue commands via command line? such as the one to start our VPN connection. It is also known as a console or shell. Who also knows the answer? The answer is terminal. So it is what? Terminal. Because what I just showed you guys just now, it's also known as a terminal. So let me show you guys again. So this is what is known as a terminal. And also too, in my blog that I wrote, I explained to us what a terminal is. So this is the terminal. So this is literally my terminal. This thing you see here, that is my terminal. So let me switch back. Okay. So let's go back. So the next thing we're going to be doing here is we are going to be proceeding. So the next thing we do here is when we scroll down, they said what service do we use to form our VPN connection into what? The HTB labs. What services do we use to form our VPN? So you can see here it says OpenVPN because it's OpenVPN that we use. If you remember, let me show us how we got that. If I should show you guys my terminal, let me show you guys my terminal. You can clearly see here that you have this. When we scroll up, you can see I ran sudo openvpn, right? Sudo openvpn, what? This is the command, sudo openvpn. This is what we use to connect to the server. So the next thing we are going to do now is let's look at the next question. They said that what tool do we use to test our connection to the target with what an ICMP echo request? What do you think we are going to use? We are going to use ping. So in order for us to do that is we are going to use ping. So I'm going to be sharing my full screen so that we all can, it will be easy for me to switch between my screens. So let me just go ahead and share my entire screen. So I'll just share my entire screen to make it easy for me. Okay, good. Share. Okay, Victor, approve. All done. All right. So now this is the IP address, and I'm going to click on terminal, and you can see that I'm going to take this here. Now, if I should type ping, P-I-N-G, I should paste the address. Now you can see we are receiving packets. You can see ICMP. So this shows that there is an active connection between us and the target. So this is the target IP address we want to access. So this shows that yes, we can reach that target. And so let me go ahead and queue that by typing Ctrl C. Now you can also see here it's showing TTL63, which indicates that it's a Linux operating system. So moving forward, let's see the next question. So the answer is ping, right? The answer is ping. So the next question says that what is the name of the most common tools for finding open ports on a target? Guys, I want to see your answers in the chat. Start sending your answers. What is the most common tool for finding open ports on a target? I'm sure you guys should know that right now. So I want to see your answers. All right, no, not TCP, it's Nmap, it's Nmap, it's Nmap that we are going to use to find open ports on the target. So if I so we're going to say, so it's Nmap, so it's Nmap that is correct answer. So they said that what services do we identify on port 23 during our scan? So now let's go ahead and perform our Nmap scan. So for starters, we are going to do Nmap, put the IP address. I'm going to do indicate minus SV to scan for version scanning, right? So this is going to scan only the top most used 1000 ports. This command I just ran is going to scan the top most used, the 1000 most used ports, and this is a TCP scan by default. So it's a TCP scan by default. Now you can see that scanning that, it brought back the results of our Nmap scan, and if we want to scan the full port, we can use something like minus p minus to scan all the whole ports, and we can do this to perform a stealth scan, which is going to require us to use sudo. So I'm just showing us that this is what we can do. Here is going to scan all the ports, but the command that we run only scan, but you can see here it said you can see it's only scanned about 1000 ports, and it's saying that okay, that you can see, if I should go to show you guys my full screen, you can see that nmap scan reports for this IP address host is up, that okay, that it scanned what, that 999 closed TCP ports and only one is open. And if you want to scan for UDP ports, you can also use the what minus SU to scan for UDP ports. So but for now we'll just stick with TCP port for now. So now that we have our results, right, you can see nmap scan result for this, and so this is what we're working with. So you can see here that okay, the information I have here is what we have. Port 23 is open. You can see telnet. The port is port 23 TCP. The state it is open. Service it's telnet, and what this is the version. So the question is asking us that what service do we identify on port 23 during our scan? So it's what is telnet. So that's it. The answer is telnet. Now they said that what username is able to log in to the target over telnet with what, with a blank password. What username is able to log in to the target over telnet with a blank password? So now by default we have users on what's it called? We have users on Linux, and by default we have, just like the way you use Windows computer, a Windows computer have what we call the administrator account, and on Linux we have what we call the root account. So the root account and the administrator account is the most privileged account on any Linux operating system. So the root account is the most privileged account, while the administrator account is the most privileged account on any Linux operating system. So for here now, we don't have any idea about this target, but the only thing we know is that this target, from our service enumeration and the basic scan we just ran, we can know that okay, this telnet port is open, and what we have, port 23 open, and it's a Linux operating system. So definitely root is going to be a user, but we don't know any other users on the system. But now they're asking us that which users can log into this system without a password. So our best guess now is to try the root user account. And now how can we connect to this service? Now since it is running telnet and it's running port 23, we are going to open a new tab, and I'm going to type telnet. I'm going to type telnet and paste the address, right? And now we all know that from our scan that it is running on what, on port what 23. So we are going to just go ahead and what indicate what's 23. So I'm going to hit enter, and now you can see it's asking us for escape characteristics. So I can try something like user. So we're going to you can see the moment I type user, it said new login, user root, and what, password root, nothing. So I'm going to try it out without anything, and let's see what happens. So I think I made a mistake. I'm actually supposed to run it and wait for a prompt. So let's just wait for a prompt, or I'm going to hit enter twice and wait for a prompt. So let's see what comes up. Now you can see it's asking, okay, we're actually meant to wait. So you can see this one thing about hacking. We have to understand our targets and see how it works. So now let's just wait and allow it to prompt. So once you just run the command, don't type any other thing. Let's just wait for it to come up. Now you can see immediately this came up, the hack the box mail login. So I'm going to type root ROOT, and then it's, you can see it's logged us in without any password. Isn't that cool? So the next thing is we can go back to the terminal, and you can, it said what username is able to log in target over telnet with a blank password. So the answer is actually root. Now they now said we should submit the root flag. So we're going to submit the root flag by typing ls to list the content, and you can see the flag. I can go ahead and do what's cat what's .txt. So we can go ahead and cut the flag, and this is our flag. So we can go ahead and copy the flag. So the flag is dynamic, it's going to change. So at the time of your submission, you go ahead and paste your flag and submit. So you see mine is going to be different. So yours is going to be different too. So you have to make sure that you follow everything from hierarchy from the start to the bottom, and you follow the question. It is well guided. So now, what are the lessons learned in this particular box we just compromised? Now, first of all, we were able to get the IP address of this machine. We knew nothing about the machine, and we went ahead to perform a network scan using Nmap to map the whole network, or to scan the device to perform a basic enumeration, so that we want to know what services and the version that is running. We want to know what is actually running on that system, and we're able to identify that it's a Linux operating system, and it has telnet open, and what again, we're able to log in with a root user without any password. And that's a critical vulnerability, because as a system administrator, you are not meant to configure your high privilege account without password. Now that we have root accounts, we have a root shell, we can do something like ID to prove that we are root. Who am I? To show that we are root, we can do ls minus la to view hidden files. We can do something like hostname, hostname, to view the host name of the system. We can view other users credentials, like typing cat space. So this shadow file is where other users passwords have been saved. And you can see we have something where they have a test user is also on this system, and this is their password hash. You can take this password hash and crack this password hash. So literally right now we own this computer. We can do whatever I want to do in this computer. So just take that down and pen it down. So the lesson learned here is that we're able to utilize default credentials. Sorry, I said default credentials. A privileged account without um, protection, which is really, really bad. So, yeah, we're going to be moving to the next box. So, the next box, since our time is fast running, the next box. So, before we leave this box, we have to click here, click on stop machine. So, I'm going to click here to stop machine to terminate it. So, that's all for Meow. I don't know if I'm pronouncing it well. Sha, let's manage it. So, we're going to go for Fawn. Is it Fawn? Whatever, I don't care. So, we're going to be doing this. So, let's work on this quickly because our time is fast running. So, I'm going to click on spawn. Allow it to spawn. So, once it's 3:20, I should once it's 3:20, I should start attending to any questions, or just make sure you are writing your questions down. We'll attend to your questions, and I encourage you guys that I give you guys from today and tomorrow, make sure that you complete these two machines that we just did, because on Friday we are going to be doing we're going to be working on this one. We're going to be working on dancing and redeemer. So make sure you finish these ones today and you catch up. And also too, before this meal, I forgot to show you something. You can click on open walkthrough, and it's going to, once you click on open walkthrough, it's going to take you to a what's it called, a page where you can see the official walkthrough, and we can read and see if we actually found the machine with the intended parts or something. So we can follow and see how the methodology they used here. So that's for that. So let's get back and continue from here. So now you can see here that the second machine we are doing is what is this one. So the IP address is up. So what we are going to do now is we are going to go ahead and click on the IP address, and once you click on the IP address, it's going to be opened. So now let us first of all perform our nmap scan at the back. So we're going to do what? Type something like what? Nmap, put the IP address, and what minus s what v. So we're performing a TCP scan, a TCP connect scan. We are not performing a SYN scan. We are not performing a UDP scan. We are performing a TCP connect, a full TCP connect scan, and we are scanning the top most used 1000 ports, since we are not indicating minus p minus, right? So you can see the help menu for nmap by typing nmap. And you can see the menu here of all those syntax we are using. Once you type nmap, you're going to see the syntax of those things here. So this is what we are doing. We are just using nmap, the IP address, and service scan. So while it is running on the background, let's go ahead and read. So here now you can see they said that it's okay. Hope we're good. Any questions? I think it's your network. If you can't see my video, then I get. If you can't see my screen, then I get it's your network. Since you are the only one complaining, I get it from your end. So now we have the IP address for this one. We are going to be looking at FTP protocols, reconnaissance, and anonymous / guest access. So they said, what does the three acronym FTP stands for? So because of time, I won't be answering you guys, but it stands for what? File Transfer Protocol. You can see it here, File Transfer Protocol. Now, the next tag said, which port does FTP device lifting on usually, which is port what? 21. You can always Google this to know about it. Now, the next thing they said, what acronym is used for the version of FTP secured by running over SSH protocol, right? It is what? SFTP, right? So the next one says, what is the command we can use to send our what ICMP echo request to test our connection? It is what? Ping. We just did that. So ping is just to prove that yes, we can talk to our system. So now the next question says, from your scans, what version of FTP is running on the target? So we can always go back to our terminal and check. Now our command is, our result is back. We can see nmap scan report for this IP address that the host is up, 999 ports closed, and we have I guess we have less than 15 minutes left, so we have to be fast. Then you can see this is the version here, BS TPD 3.0. So this is the version here. You can copy the version and submit it here. You can see. So the next thing I said, from your scan, what operating system is running on the target? Now going back to our scan results, you can see what operating system. You can see it is Unix. This is service information, but Unix. You can see it here, Unix, UNIX. So you can see it here, Unix. Now the tag 7 said, what is the command we need to run in order to display the FTP client help, right? So it is FTP -H. So let us run it and see the client help. So let me open a new tab. So I run FTP -H. You can see it's going to give us the list of information on how to use this particular tool, FTP tool. So the next thing, which is that it says, what username what is username that is used over FTP when you want to log in without having an account? So it is known as what? An anonymous account. It's known as anonymous account. So you can log into anonymous account without username or password, right? So how we can do that is, now let us we can search this one on Google and we can find the answer. It's anonymous, but from today you are going to know it permanently that it's anonymous. So the next tag says that what is the response code we get for the FTP message login successful. So let us log in to see what we are going to get. So for us to log in, we are going to go and grab the IP address of the target. We clear our screen by typing clear, CLEAR. So we're going to type FTP. We are going to paste the IP address and enter. Now it's going to ask us the name. We're going to put anonymous. Hit enter and type anonymous. It's going to work. You can see login successful. Now this is the code behind it. It's what? 230 login successful, 230 login successful. So we can just go back to our questions and you can see 230. That's the answer. So the next thing, they said that there are a couple of commands we can use to list the files and directories available on the FTP server. One is the dir command. What is the other? That is a common way to list files on what a Linux system. It is what it is, ls. So we can list files by typing what? ls. You can see it's going to list files and it listed a file for us, and we can see that we have a flag.txt here. And also too, if you are lost, you can type help, HALP, help, and it's going to bring you different commands, right? You can download files from here, you can upload files and whatever. So let's go back. Now the next question says that what is the command used to download files we found on the FTP server? So we can download, like now we can't view this file except we download it. So typing help, we're able to see different commands. So we can go ahead and download it by using get. So we can Google that and also get answers on Google. So we're going to do what get, so it's flag.txt. So if I'm going to type, you can see typing get flag.txt immediately download it. So I'll press exit. I'll type exit to leave. I type ls, you can see the I type ls, you can see we have what a flag or txt. So I'm going to go ahead and do what cat what flag.txt, and you can see this is our flag. So back to the question. Here it is get, and then here it is what we are going to impute our flag. So we can, after doing this, following the official guide, we can always check the official walkthrough to also see what we might have missed while going through that route that we used. Now we can see this is the official write-up on how to solve what we just did, and you can see different solutions and better explanations of all those, what the FTP means, what SSH means, and those protocols, the animation part, how to go about it, and all. So the walkthrough is meant for you to learn. It's not just all about going here to complete everything, but the goal is for you to learn, understand, know what you are doing. Because by the time you round up this 30 days challenge, you notice that the last challenge we are going to do is going to be very difficult for some of you if you just rush and complete all these easy ones. All these easy ones is just a way to, like, okay, get your feet wet, right? By the time you are dropped in an ocean, how will you swim? So make sure you take your time, understand what you are doing, and learn. So don't just rush. So to recap all this thing, first of all, we're able to perform an nmap scan. We saw that FTP was open. We're able to try default credentials like anonymous and anonymous. It got us logged in, and we're able to download the flag. So that's just to wrap this up. So I'm going to click it to terminate my machine and close this up. So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to come to my terminal. I'm going to clear my screens. I'm going to delete everything. So for here, I'm going to press Ctrl C to close my VPN connection. If I should type IPA, you can see that tone 0 is no longer there again because my connection is closed, right? So that is that, and thank you for watching, for attending. So I'm going to be opening the floor for everyone to ask your questions, and if you still need any further assistance, ask your questions in the group chat so that you can get help, right? You can get help. That's why the group is created, so that we can all learn together, ask your questions. So on Friday, we are going to be working on dancing and redeemer. So thank you guys. Let me stop sharing my screen. So you can go ahead and ask your questions. Let me grant everyone access to turn on their mic. So you can go ahead and turn on your mic and ask your questions. Thank you. Hello.
Yeah, we can hear you. Thank you for the
All
talk,
right,
sir.
all right. You're welcome, boss. So hope you don't have any questions. If you don't have any questions, can you indicate with a thumbs up so that I can